What the fuck?
I know, Nicole.
Exactly.
I know. Oh. Okay, so hopefully. There we go. Now it should be coming up.
Yeah.
I don't want to be lonely no more.
That I fart, I think, was from you.
No, they did What the Fuck. Nicole did What the Fuck. Hi, Misfit. How you doing?
You put I fart in there.
Yes. Oh, now it's up? Okay. YouTube's now running.
And it's still not popping up on mine.
Did you refresh?
Yeah, I just did.
Okay. Hello again, Paranormal Circle.
Hey, Amanda.
Oh, did it go? Oh, all right. Hold
Hey,
on.
Misfit. Lady Blind Wolf.
Oh man, I gotta go get the other chat. Oh, Lord.
We have no idea what's going on. Hold on a minute.
Technical difficulties, guys. Oh man. Yeah, oh man. I know, I'm telling myself. There we go. There's the correct chat.
What's up, Andy?
No, Nicole was first today. She got the pin, but the pin went bye-bye because YouTube didn't want to go live.
That's funny because it's still pinned on mine.
You're in the wrong... Are you seeing Andy's?
How the hell am I in the wrong chat?
Because I refreshed it and it started over in a different chat.
Okay, let's see.
Are you seeing...
There it is.
You see it? Okay.
All right, I got Andy now.
All right, there we go.
But I still don't have YouTube up.
Well, I don't know, Andy. Her comment came up first.
He says, I bloody hell was first.
Oh, YouTube went up twice now? Oh, lovely. Oh, well.
I'm still not getting it the first time.
All right, hold on. I got to try something because I was adding stuff last night. Let's see what happens. Nothing happens. Okay.
I got to get out of YouTube and go back.
Okay.
That chat's all messed up.
Diddle-dee-doo. Talk about women conspiring against... I'm not conspiring against men.
I know that all too well, Andy.
I swear to God, I am not conspiring against men.
All right, I got everything.
I came into the room. Even Eddie said, Nicole's the first one to pop in. Hey, kitten.
Look, she's going to try to blame this on me, Andy. You hear this shit?
Oh, my God. I'm going to start recording all our conversations. Every single one of them.
Hi, kitten. Amanda, you're our favorite, too.
Aww.
Everybody in the room.
Hey, Spitfire. YouTube isn't glitchy? Okay.
What's up, Spitfire?
Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, it's been... This is, knock on wood, this is the first time YouTube screwed up on me in a while. So... All right. Whatever, Andy. Oh, I don't have my sounds up. Damn it.
Ah.
I don't think. Hold on. Nope. Damn it. Woman power. How are you guys doing today? Thank you for the ice cream, Nicole. Thank you so much.
Well, kitten, don't get yourself in trouble being in school and being on here.
Yes. Don't be doing that.
Studies come first.
Oh, that's not what I want.
Why'd she have to cuss already? She said she had to work.
Right? Oh, shit. Hold on, guys.
Oh, no, Amanda. Amanda's got fever.
Oh.
Andy says next Missy will be telling us that the government always tells us the truth about everything.
Andy? Oh, that's pretty cool, though. When I hit my button to give Andy the strawberry, the sound thing automatically came up. It never did that before. I hope you feel better soon, Amanda. Definitely. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I don't know why it comes on with the background sound, though.
You know, I busted my ass hanging that tapestry back up, and you can barely see the goddamn thing.
I'm sorry. I'll focus it on just on that, so they don't see my face.
All right.
That's figures. How is everybody today on this fine Thursday? You're the best. You're the best around.
Everybody in the room.
That's right. That's right. What are you doing? Stop messing stuff around on my desk.
I'm getting your shit off my desk.
Missy, the stream is working. Be grateful for that. Definitely, definitely. Hello, Patricia. How are you?
Patricia.
Aw, well, that's good, Amanda. We'll try to take your mind off of it.
Cool rags under your armpits. That'll help drop the temperature.
Look at you.
Well, I was in the military.
Right? That's the hurry up and get better shit
Yes.
talk.
You got a 15-mile march in 15 minutes. You better get fucking ready. One thing you couldn't tell them is, I don't wanna.
Yeah, right. I just don't wanna.
Because your 15 miles just turned into 20.
All right.
That sucked because we had to do a 15-mile run once a week.
Ugh. Nope. An hour-long ice bath if you don't feel it by the end of the show, Amanda. That's right.
Just go lay on the snow naked.
There you go. There you go. I could go lay in a foot of snow on the driveway. Anybody asks, you're just making snow angels. All right,
Misfit.
Hurry back.
Oh, I think she might be going to get her sisters and shit. Oh my God. We had all the Misfits in the show on Sunday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nicole. That's right, Andy. Behave.
What did he say bad?
Oh, I still have yet to show you that picture. Hold on, I'll do it right now before I forget. Maybe.
What picture are you talking about?
Of Amanda's cat watching us.
Oh, so she wasn't bullshitting when she said the cat was sitting there watching.
Yeah.
Hey, freaky geek.
Hey, freaky geek.
Oh, wow.
And
You're just sitting there looking, you're just like, what the hell's going on? What's up, Anton?
Trying to figure out what the hell's wrong with us. Hey, Anton, how you doing, hon? I like making snow angels after sauna. Cool feeling. Definitely. There you go. See?
That's all right, Freaky. We would have understood.
Definitely.
Oh, the cat loves us.
Oh. Well, Mars is a good kitty cat. She is. She is. Thank you, Nicole.
have moonlights.
The tapestry.
Them ain't moonlights. Them are go fuck you lights.
I'm telling you guys, I should have live streamed him hanging them yesterday. It was like almost like, you know how how the hell can Christmas lights get tangled?
But then they're sitting in a box for a year in a fucking attic. Same thing with these lights. Hey, Mulan.
Hey, Mulan. Oh, thank you for coming in to say hi.
Don't work too hard.
No, don't work too hard, damn it. I know, Nicole.
No, Nicole, these lights are microfiber.
Yeah.
And when these things get twisted, we don't even know how they got twisted.
They were twisted.
But my God.
And they haven't, like, we haven't.
They laid down and they never moved.
Yeah.
So you got to look like somebody just came in and tried to make a snowball with them.
It was crazy.
Hey, Lynn.
Hey, Linz. How are you, hon? Oh, thank you so much for sharing us out. Appreciate it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Use the opportunity to bring lights by Missy some new ones. You know, it was close.
It almost came down to that. They had to touch too much of chaos and got twisted. They could have. Definitely. Good to hear, Linz. Good to hear.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's snowing here today.
Yeah, what the hell?
It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. And it's not even the big flakes. It's the little powdered shit.
Yeah.
That makes it really cold.
And slippery.
And slippery, yes. So today we're talking about, I kind of changed it up a little bit. I'm really not in the mood to talk about, I don't know. I wasn't in the mood to talk about what things can bring us down. I wanted to do some uplifting stuff. So today we're talking about self-worth and self-love.
I bet that's what we've been talking about on Thursdays.
Well, we flip-flop. I'm going to start, if you're in the group, I'm going to start putting up a poll each week after we do. Hey, Mo.
Hey, Mo.
How you doing?
You know, don't even talk about thunderstorms and that because we don't get thunder or lightning here.
Yeah, well, we get heat lightning, but very rarely even we get that.
Yeah, but I like regular lightning.
A thunderstorm.
But we don't get that crap here. We'll get the rain, though.
Yeah, we'll get the rain. But, yeah, so we're thinking outside of that box today. But, and like I was saying, in the group, I'm going to start putting a poll every week, like every time after we do the show, of what you want to talk about next week, if it's witchy or self-love or, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, if you are not in the group, you can leave me a message on, or a comment down below on what you'd like to see, what you'd like me to talk about on Thursdays. So, is it a fluke that I ordered a Slurpee yesterday, then last night it snowed? See what happens, Amanda?
No, man, that's not a fluke because up here, every time somebody washes their friggin' car, within an hour, it's going to rain.
Yep, exactly. And we live like, well, kind of across the street, but further back. We can hear the car wash if we go out and have a cigarette.
Directly across from it.
Yeah, I know, but I can't say across the street because the buildings and.
My gosh, if you cut through that little patch of wood right there, I mean, the woods ain't even but 4 foot thick.
God, he's always got to yell at me.
Ah,
Technicalities, Jesus.
she'd be the one, if you had to drive 3 minutes to get to a destination, 20 minutes later, you'll get there.
And then, I would love that, Linz. I would definitely love that.
And Nicole, what a great idea you have, asking people to, you know, to support Shadows and buy her a coffee. You know, I'd like one every now and then too. No, I'm just kidding. Throw a beer in there.
I know, right? I should set up one that says buy Eddie a beer. So yeah, and this was the conversation while he's trying to hang up the lights. Last night we had it because I noticed that Seagram's has what the hell? Oh, Italian ice flavored wine coolers, right? And I was like, ooh, those got to be good, right? And then I got thinking, I'm like, because I'm not a wine person, I don't like wine.
But like wine coolers.
But I like wine coolers. Thank you for the ice cream, Lynn. And the lemon.
See, she knows. Flavored ice cream.
So.
Oh, Nicole, I was kidding. Oh my God. She's gonna set one up to buy me a beer.
So I got this notice and this. Hey, Kip, how you doing?
Hey, Kip.
Oh, all right. Very nice to meet you. Welcome to the show.
Kip, I watch what you say because you're outnumbered by women in the room right now. But me and Andy, Freaky, Mo, we got you back.
But I was saying.
Watch.
Oh. Watch your ears.
Well, a pleasure to meet you, Kip.
Definitely a pleasure to meet you. But what I was saying is, I think they have a deal. Wine coolers have a deal for when we're younger, because we, like wine coolers, right? So they trick us into thinking that wine's going to taste sweet. So they have this deal going, we'll get them set, and, so when they buy wine, they're like, oh, what the hell is this shit?
And he says, Dad, I'm too busy washing my own back from Nicole's claws.
What happened?
Because when I was telling Kip we got your back.
Oh.
Ricky says, I got your back from halfway across the country. And he says, screw that, I got trouble watching my own back.
You got Spit, too. He's another guy in there. Anton.
Oh, yes. Hey, yeah, you women ain't outpowering us today. Ha ha.
I see that. Hello, everybody. Like my sister says, who runs the world? Women. That's right.
Right into the ground.
No. Whatever.
All right, so keep going with your story.
That was it.
No. What did I call you?
Oh, yeah. Oh. He was sitting there saying...
Because she says, I'd get hooked on them wine coolers. I'd be drinking them all the time.
If it was wine was like that, yeah. If wine was like, tasted like wine.
I looked at her and said, yeah, wino.
And I'm like, I would not know. I'm like, no, I don't drink out of paper bag. That was the thing.
No, you say I drink out of a bottle.
No. Because I wouldn't be a wino. Winos drink them out of paper bags. And he turns around. Now, mind you, he's hanging the lights, and I'm sitting in his chair, and he turns around and goes, winos don't drink them out of bags. They drink them out of the bottles. I'm like, you're an asshole.
We lost all that ancient wisdom the moment we gave him the vote, Eddie. All went downhill from there. Yep, I have to agree, especially if you've been watching the news here in the United States lately.
Hello, Heather. Hello, Lady Blindwell. I think I said hi to you, but I'm sorry. Just go and get some of that cheap fruit-flavored wine, add grape or cranberry juice, and then either Sprite or 7-Up. It tastes just like a wine cooler.
No.
Oh, all right. We like tips.
Kip says, I'm 6'8", 290. I can't even see my back. Mom had 12 kids. I'm going to go try to get the rest of the family to come see you.
Oh, no. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Thank you, Lance.
Thank you, Lance, for the lemon.
What were you talking about, Tip?
What?
I don't know what you were saying.
Oh, because Lady Blangwell said just go get some of the cheap fruit-flavored wine.
Oh. Yeah, then you add to it.
Yeah. I like
Thank
tips.
you, Amanda.
Thank you, Amanda, for the ice cream. Lynn for the lemons. Heather for the lemons. Thank you guys so much.
This morning.
You guys are awesome. So, like I was saying, today's show, we are talking about self-worth and self-love.
Chocolate mooncake time!
And Heather, you weren't late. We actually started a little early.
You're the best. Thank you for the ice. You guys, what are you guys having a war over there? In D Live? Thank you, Nicole, for the ice creams and the lemons. Oh my God, Lynn, thank you so much for the diamond. You rock.
Right?
You rock. Oh, hold on. Thank you for another diamond, Freaky Geek. Thank you. Andy says, don't know about wine. I would be happy if Nicole would get off her butts and go make coffee for a change. Ooh, them fighting words, Andy.
Anton, I used to be the same way. I could drink just about any whiskey and everything. And now I just drink beer.
Yeah. Thank you for
what the fart?
Thank you, Nicole, for the diamond. Woman power.
Jesus, the diamond I wasted while you played the game.
Yeah. I know, because I didn't have everything hooked up. For my games, I don't have all the stuff hooked up. Thank you for the ice creams, Lynn.
I think I gained 40 pounds already.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're talking about self-love and self-worth today. The first up is we're going to talk about self-worth, why it's so important, and, shut up, Heather, I saw that. When it starts out with numbers, I just skim over
All I
it.
got to do is catch the first two numbers and I know.
Yep, I'm like, nope, don't say that in your mind.
And then you see the name and it's like, you know what that is.
Missy likes a nice ice cream, yeah. As soon as I figure it out. Oh, that does sound good. Rocky Road ice cream? Yeah.
Now, what's the difference between Rocky Road and Moose Tracks?
Moose Tracks has the actual little
Marshmallows?
No, the Reese's cups in it.
Oh, does it?
Where Rocky Road is just like Oreo cookie, fucking good. Not Oreo cookie, but it's got the crunchies in it, the good crunchies that come off the chocolate and strawberry ice creams that I have you get, the strawberry.
Yeah.
Those crunchies that are on it, they're in there, and it's like, yeah.
Oh my God. I fucking created a monster by asking a question.
What kind of games do I play? I play also. I usually steal my son's games on his Steam.
Most said we're frozen.
Oh no, we're frozen?
I don't see us being frozen.
On YouTube. Yeah, he's on YouTube.
That's my YouTube's moving.
What the hell?
Let me check.
But
Yeah.
Kip, we play, well, right now, don't laugh, okay? If you're a professional gamer, then, you're going to laugh. But right now we're playing Wizard 101 because my son used to play that when he was younger. But he plays all the Call of Duty and Halo and all that sort of stuff. I don't play that. I can't. I have to watch because my equilibrium gets all messed up. But we'll play different games together.
Yeah, Wizard 101.
No, we play
Wizard 101.
Shut up. We have a bunch of games on Steam
Wow.
that we just downloaded.
Okay. All right.
That would be something Addie would probably play. Madden Tournament.
No, I don't like Madden games.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I like EA Sports, but I'm more into puzzle solving.
Yeah.
What's that one that?
Tomb Raider.
Yeah, but not the original one.
No, it was
the second or third one that came out.
Something like that.
And it only took me about 4 days to freaking solve it.
Yeah. Once he gets going on a game, they have tournament that you can win money. There you go. Yeah. I don't know if Ryan plays any. If Mr. Minkster comes in, remind me to ask him. Well, you can ask him. Nice. Came in 4th in Call of Duty. That's
Out of
awesome.
15,000, you won 15,000, or was it out of 15,000 people? Either way, that's a hell of a job.
Yeah. And he says, Moose Tracks, if you found them long enough, you'll come across the place that it had to be evacuated. The Rocky Road is just the rocks everywhere.
Now, I played Call of Duty when it first came out, and I was pretty good at that. But that was before they started all the tournaments and all that stuff.
Mortal Kombat. God, I haven't played that in years.
Ben
Yeah,
and
it's been
Jerry's
such a-
Hubby Hubby.
You're right.
Hubby Hubby.
Rocky Road has some nuts in it too. Yeah. Freaky Geek. Good crunchies. This is a new type of weed that crunches.
Yeah,
No.
Spitfire. Spitfire was his last game I bought was Donkey Kong Country on Nintendo 64.
Hello, Ashley. How are you?
He got 15 grand for coming in fourth.
That's freaking
Way
awesome.
to freaking go, dude.
Yeah, kudos, man. That's great.
Hi, Ashley. Damn, that's a hell of a run.
Tried Ben and Jerry's. What was that? Chubby Hubby?
Chubby Hubby.
Oh,
We don't care a lot of Ben and Jerry's.
I know. That's what sucks about living on an island. We don't get much of a selection. I'm happy with the chocolate and strawberry. What the hell are they? I don't even know. Good Bar? No, they're not Good Bars.
I don't know what the hell they're called. They're good. A box of 6 don't last long.
No. No, because you got to eat a strawberry, then a chocolate, or vice versa. All right, shall we get going
For the third time?
for the third time? Can't help it. You guys rock. I love talking to you guys. But usually if I do play a game, it's at night. That sucks when your job comes in the way of, I'm telling you. I know.
Well, then we'd be called condoms, freaky. And I said 6, not sex. He says, here, a box of sex don't last long. That's why I said they would be called condoms.
Well, we have to eat ours fast because our freezer don't work that good. It's either you get everything rock hard or everything's not cold.
Mush.
What the fart?
I know.
Exactly.
That's exactly what we say. All right. So moving on, when you lack self-worth, it's as though you go through the ground beneath you has been ripped away. Okay. You feel insecure, you feel unstable, and your constant sense of underlying anxiety that taints everything like poison. Lacking self-worth is like being a tree without roots. When the winds of existence come along in the form of people, relationships, and tough situations, you flounder, bend, and fall.
What is Raptors Adventures PayPal?
What?
Raptor Adventures PayPal with the.
Oh, I think she might have hit the wrong button. No problem, Heather.
I was just like, did you change your name?
I did. Although they are an awesome team, Raptor Adventures, they really are. That's okay.
Oh, no. It just caught me. I'm like, who the hell's that? Oh, are you kidding me?
What?
That beer had a fucking hole in it.
Oh, shit.
It's right there.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Did it leak all over?
No, it must have been empty. Must have shipped that way.
Damn.
All right.
Yeah, though they are good girls, man. I love watching them. Okay, so no matter where you go or what you do, you feel demoralized, debilitated, and insubstantial. While others appear to be healthy, confident, and robust, you're like the plant that has had all its leaves ripped off. It is Thursday, right? You might try to put on a mask, a tough facade, to try and fool people, but deep down, you know it's a lie. Do you feel unworthy of love, happiness, and success? If you struggle to feel good about yourself, you're not alone. We've all been there. Definitely. I know I've been there. It's a horrible way to live. So today we're going to talk about the no bullshit tips for how to unconditionally boost your self-worth. Okay? Self-worth means believing that you're fundamentally worthy as a person. It's often used interchangeably with the words of self-esteem and self-respect, but self-worth is much more important. I mean, that's important. Self-esteem and self-respect is important too, but this is more the underlying of that. When we lack self-worth and a sense of dignity is missing, I'm going to have a bullshit day of talking. The Cambridge Dictionary elaborates and defines self-worth as the value to give your life and achievements. It's the value you give your life and achievements. Yes, there's a big difference between self-worth and self-esteem. Although these two words are kind of close, they're not the same. There's actually a hierarchy of importance here. Self-worth becomes, wow, really?
You think it's Monday the way she's talking?
God. Self-worth comes before self-esteem. Self-worth is the foundation. It's like the trunk and roots, and self-esteem is like the branches. Without self-worth, self-esteem is shallow and unstable. Can you imagine what a tree would be like without its trunk and roots? Yeah, that's right. A tree would be reduced to a pitiful pile of leaves and branches. And that's what happens when we don't have the foundation of self-worth. Self-worth is believing that you are fundamentally worthy, whereas self-esteem is feeling good and confident about yourself. Can you have self-esteem without self-worth? Yes. Look at narcissists. They exude self-esteem or self-confidence so much that it's toxic to other people. But the issue here is that they don't possess self-worth. Their narcissism is a mask or a defense mechanism against the tremendous feelings of unworthiness that they carry inside. In psychology, it's called reaction formation. So you see, self-worth is something we need to learn and strengthen, for without it, we become like doormats or narcissists. As Dr. Christina Hibbert explains, self-esteem is what we think and feel and believe about ourselves. Self-worth is recognizing I am greater than all those things. It's deep down knowing that I am of value, that you're lovable, that you're necessary to this life. And you have very much worth. I'm going to skip right over that. But how do you know if you're suffering from low self-worth? Well, let's explore that. So here's 15 signs that you're experiencing low self-worth. You struggle to set strong boundaries. You suffer from constant self-doubt. You're cynical about value of what you do. You struggle to believe that anyone could really love you. You can't accept compliments without feeling embarrassed or skeptical. I should have been raising my hand for all these. You always put others' needs above your own. You settle for less in relationships and jobs, thinking it's the best you can do.
That's nice. Kid mine calls me an asshole every day, but hey.
You value other people's opinions above your own. You always feel a sense of anxiety and tension around others. You're scared of sharing your authentic self with the world. You let others walk over you and mistreat you. Instead of feeling like a king or queen of life, you feel like a beggar always needing help or victim always being hurt. You struggle to speak up and be assertive about your needs. You don't know what your true needs are. The more you feel more depressed than happy. Are any of these signs you can relate to? Because I can relate to a lot of them. Remember, we're doing this together.
Even Andy, this is a continuation of Monday's show. I thought we just talked about it not too long ago.
Right. In my line of work, I put life on the line every day. I always try to help other people. I'm an angel of God like the rest of my family. That's awesome, Kip. Kudos to you, definitely. See, I'm completely in love with that man of mine. You should be, Amanda.
Andy, don't start trouble between them two.
So let's get into what determines self-worth. So why do we develop low self-worth?
Because you told you ain't worth shit your whole life.
Well, you know that low self-worth is really a way of protecting yourself from vulnerability, right? So due to childhood trauma or core wounds, to protect ourselves against what we fear. So in a nutshell, low self-worth is a product of fear and fundamental misunderstanding about who we are. Thank you, Heather, for the lemons. So let's break this down even a little bit further. So reason one, childhood trauma and core wounds. A childhood trauma is a deeply distressing event that happens when we're children. We've all experienced traumas, and they form a basis of our core wounds that we carry. How do they develop, though? Well, the core wounds that derive from our childhood traumas were a natural part of growing up. As children, there was a point where we began to understand our powerlessness and limitations and the power that our elders, our parents, or older siblings or caretakers had over us.
Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you, Amanda. That itself was traumatizing. We learned very quickly that we were punished when we did something bad, according to these more powerful elders, and rewarded when we did something good. As a result, we learned to adapt or mask an external persona that would protect us and keep us in good favors of others.
Spitfire, that sucks to hear that. Spitfire says, I met them a lot as a kid. As bullies called me a retard and beat me up for my disabilities.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Spitfire. Definitely. It's hard to go through. Definitely. Unfortunately, if we had parents who weren't mentally or emotionally mature, we may have adopted beliefs about ourselves as young, vulnerable children that serve to destroy our basic sense of self-worth. For example, our parents may have said something, "No, you're being bad," and smacked us. Or we may have been compared to another sibling, had a family member constantly criticize us, or even sexually assaulted us. We may have been neglected by an overly busy parent, humiliated, thank you, by our siblings, or generally looked down upon by one or both parents. All of these situations serve to teach us the flawed belief that there's something fundamentally wrong with us. Now, mind you, a lot of this happened too that, I look back at my parenting and we don't realize what we do, like with words, I always say words hurt worse than bruises. Do you know what I mean? Like I had a good childhood growing up, but I still felt like my parents were great. I mean, for the most part, they were really good. My mom was a really good mom. She's my hero. But there was something she said that I still remember now that like hurt my feelings. Do you know what I mean? And I know like it took Eddie. What was it? I forgot what I was feeling bad at. And Eddie put the spin on of it. Well, maybe she wanted you to be able to take care of yourself, or I forgot what it was, but made me look at it different, that I took it the wrong way type of thing.
You were reading more into it than what she meant.
Right, because that's what Missy does. She's an overthinker. So, I mean, we can trauma ourselves too by doing stuff like that. So core wounds are fundamentally underlying beliefs that we carry about ourselves. Examples include I'm stupid, I'm ugly, I don't deserve to be happy. In all contexts of low self-worth, the main core wounds we carry sound like the following. I'm bad, I'm unlovable, I'm unworthy. As psychologist P.T. Mistelberger says, There may be said for two fundamental lies that form basis of personal self in its faulty self-image, which creates our overall sense of personal limitation. One, I am flawed, I'm a bad person. And two, I must change or fix myself to correct this problem. These two premises form the basis of the core wound. Of course, to our conscious mind, these core wounds may sound silly.
Hi, Maria.
Hey, Maria. After all, most of us don't go around consciously telling ourselves these things, but we do it unconsciously.
I think one of the things that...
Hey, Pammy.
Hi, Pammy. I didn't see you sneak in. I guess one of the things that got me to the point to where I am is, and it's going to be a little bit of a quick story.
Yeah, go ahead, honey.
When I was a senior in high school, I found out I was going to be a dad. And it was with a woman that I had been with through high school for 4 or 5 years. We ended up getting married. She graduated high school. I was a senior. And my dad came to me one day and he says, so how are you going to provide for this child? And I looked at him and I told him, I says, oh, I'm going to join the Marine Corps. And now, mind you, I'm only 17, so I'm still in high school. And I started doing all the requirement training and everything. And I knew I got my strength up, my running ability down, everything. And we go down to the recruiter's office. And I remember my father looking at me saying, you sure you want to do this? He says, because you'll never make it. And I looked right at him and I said, sign the papers. And he signed the papers. I graduated high school in June. I shipped off for boot camp in September. I came back in December. And when I knocked on his door, and he opened that door, and I'm standing there in dress blues. It was the first time I ever seen him proud of me. One thing I hate people telling me, don't tell me I can't do it. Because even at my age, I'll figure out a way to get it done.
Right. Exactly. Now, mind you, and this goes back to, it's all about the fighting with ourselves that we do. You know what I mean? Like I told you guys have heard that before where I talked about with the depression. Once I stopped fighting myself and lying to myself, going, I'm fine, to myself and everybody else, and accepted it as a part of me, it became a lot easier. I mean, it was like almost like a 360, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, and almost instantaneously, once you realize, wait a minute, it's not my fault.
Right, it's not.
This
it's
is
a
just part of me.
Yeah,
and you've learned how to adjust to it.
Exactly. You know, it's accepting and loving yourself for who you are. Nothing's wrong with you. It's just a part of you. Like I told you before as well, you know, when somebody, you know, everybody growing up, everybody said you look at things through rose-colored glasses, like it's a bad thing. So for years, I was like, what's wrong with me? Why am I seeing good in everything? That's wrong. But now that I'm older, it's like, wait a minute. This is me. This is who I am. What's so wrong about it? Oh, wow, Kip.
And Kip, that's funny because I broke my femur bone when I was 16. It ended my baseball career right there, but the doctors told me I'd never be able to walk without a limp. I wouldn't be able to run. And here I am. I walk without a limp. I served in the Marines. I did 2.5 tours. And I run just fine. Don't tell me that I can't do it.
Exactly. And like he's serving our country because he didn't listen to people with negativity. Exactly. And he's like, I tell people everybody, don't listen to negativity. Always think positive. Exactly.
I mean, like me, I lied just to get into the Marine Corps.
Right. But Nicole, once you truly accept who you are, you won't, those masks disappear. Those masks of I'm fine.
One by one, they will fall away.
Yep. And like I said, I'm lucky enough to have Eddie to where what's wrong? And I'm like, just having a bad day. And I'm allowed to say that. I allow myself to say that now, to admit, hey, something's wrong, but it'll go away. Do you know what I mean?
And it's amazing, Amanda. She says Kit pulled her out of her darkest moments.
It's a beautiful thing. It helps. It really does.
Everybody needs somebody, whether it be love, emotional, just pure support, friendship. Everybody needs somebody.
Did you read what Circle said?
Respect the vets. Thank you, sir. Oh, thank you, Circle. I respect everybody that served, that is serving,
Definitely.
that's passed away from it, that's even in the reserves. You know, mad respect. It takes a lot to put on that uniform and pick up a gun and say, I'm not going home in the pine box.
But yeah, I mean, laughter does make us pull ourselves out of being down. Definitely. Definitely. I'm one that believes laughter is the best medicine, you know. Well, thank you, Kip, and we have yours.
Absolutely, 100%.
But it's like, it's accepting of who we are as a person. We're the ones, a lot of us are the ones that are constantly fighting with ourselves. Do you know what I mean? And once we stop fighting with ourselves and just accept who we are, flaws and all, because that's a part of us. Nobody's freaking, you're the best. You know, once you accept yourself and love yourself for who you are, like I said, I'm still on this road, and I'll probably continue to be on this road for a long time, but I got you guys to help me out and talking about this and everything. Sometimes it's hard, but we do it, right? We get through it because we're all here for each other.
A lot of times, and you're going to find out, because it took Missy a long time to figure it out. And I think she's finally realized it. The hardest part about the hardest part about it is starting.
Mm-hmm.
Once you can start talking about it, the hard part's over.
Exactly.
It just gets easier from them.
And the thing with it is that's the reason why I do different things, because something, like I said before, you know, something that works for me might not work for you, and vice versa, right? So I try to put as much out there in different ways. So something might work for you over in this part.
Hey, Ted.
Hey, Ted, how you doing? So always take what resonates with you. So, as I was saying, in fact, core wounds are like broken records. Excuse me, they keep skipping the same stone in our unconscious mind. They're little vampire-like slugs that feed off your fear, and they're ancient. They were formed at a very young age and continue to be fed throughout our lives. Unfortunately, at some point, we seek out ways to feed those core beliefs and reinforce our faulty ideas about ourselves because it provides us with a sense of safety. That sounds absurd, right? But it's true. There's a strange logic to it. Reason 2, protecting ourselves against what we fear. The second reason why we develop low self-worth is to protect ourselves against what we fear or have been conditioned to fear. What do we fear? Well, primarily we fear the following: rejection and abandonment from others, and therefore equals death, and our own power. Something to think about. We fear our own power. The first one is a no-brainer. When we possess low self-worth, we're constantly trying to please and appease others, right? We become people pleasers who invest in gaining approval because that's how we think we'll survive.
And he says it good. He says you need to realize that today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Yep.
The day that happens, you can begin to make progress, and letting go of the past is a massive step forward.
Exactly.
And not to interrupt you, but on a comment to that, what Andy just said,
mm-hmm.
Try tomorrow waking up and forgetting that yesterday ever happened.
Exactly.
Just forgetting that ever happened.
Exactly.
And start anew. Okay.
Freaky Geek's like, I don't like logic. It makes you think, and thinking hurts. So, when we possess low self-worth, we're constantly trying to please and appease others. We become people pleasers who invest.
Okay, Kip, no problem.
In gaining approval because that's how we think we'll survive. In a sense, we're regressing to our infant fears of being rejected and therefore susceptible to literally dying. Not realizing in an unconscious that our unconscious doesn't realize that we're adults now. When we do gain the temporary approval or love of others, we feel safe. We no longer feel the horrific loom fearing within us of rejection or abandonment. On an unconscious level, we've escaped death. But those feelings are fleeting. Unfortunately, because we lack fundamental sense of self-worth. We must continue seeking approval from others, and then the cycle goes on and on and on. So with the second fear, it's of course a little bizarre, right? Fearing our own power? What the hell does that even mean?
Because you have no control over it.
You'd think power would make us feel safe and strong, right? Nope, wrong. We are scared of our power because we have been conditioned to fear it. We've been conditioned to suppress it, reject it, even to demonize it. Our power symbolizes who we truly are on an authentic level, beyond all masks. But because we're punished for being authentic as children, we equate our true selves from suffering. We equate it with the rejection of our primary caretakers. We equate it to the fear of death. As Marianne Williamson famously put, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear
that we are too adequate.
Is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us. We ourselves, who am I? Or we ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You're a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightening about shrinking so that other people will not feel insecure around you.
Well said, Andy.
We are all meant to shine as children do. We develop low self-worth as a way of protecting ourselves from our own power. The very power that caused us to be rejected as young children.
Andy and Spitfire both come up with good points. Real quick, Spitfire says fear is the fear itself. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Andy says we are conditioned to surrender free thought, let alone personal power. We are to rely on those in charge for everything and manage nothing ourselves anymore. And that's exactly where society has gone.
Yep.
We as free people are no longer free to be who we are.
So the very power, like I said, that caused us to be rejected as young children. But we aren't children any longer. It's time to update the internal hard drive and download some updates, to put it in a geeky way.
Data.
That's right. Low self-worth and the original sin. Consider this, okay, to the above discussion. Low self-worth can actually be inherited. Borrowing the term original sin from the Christians, low self-worth is a shadow self issue that can be passed from generation to generation unchecked. If the members of one generation haven't done their own inner work, and most likely our generation, the generation before us, has not, they are likely to unconsciously pass on their feelings of shame and guilt, the original sin, to their children, who then mirror their parents. So if you're wanting to work through your low self-worth, be proud of that. You might be grappling with ancestral shadow. And finally, you have the unique opportunity to nip it in the bud and prevent future generations from suffering. the spiritual cause of a low self-worth. Above, I mentioned that one of the reasons why we develop low self-worth is due to being afraid of our own power. But what's at the root of that? 2 words: soul loss. Why are we conditioned to fear our own power in the first place by our parents? Well, it's not only because that they have been mentally or emotionally immature, it's also because they are spiritually disconnected. In other words, they've lost touch with their own souls. Soul loss is a worldwide phenomenon as the result of living in a scientific, reductionist, and materialistic society that rejects anything sacred or mysterious.
Wow, freaky's getting deep.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need a little fear to get the bravery out in front.
Yep.
Or start the motor for the running away.
Yeah, that's true.
And Ted talks about, let's see, where was it? It's not being a sheep that worries me, but the sheep trapped in a corner with no other choice of direction. Always remember one thing, Ted. If you're ever backed into a corner, you only have one way to go.
Yeah.
And that's to go straight forward and go full steam ahead.
So why is self-worth important? There are some number of crucial reasons why self-worth is essential for health and happiness. It helps you to love and respect yourself. It helps you to make wise decisions. It helps you to create personal boundaries. That's a big one that was for me,
Yep.
That boundary. You know, I'd say I was a yes person, even when I didn't want to. And I'm sure most of us here have been a yes person.
It took me a long time to teach her to say no is okay.
Yeah. And so that was a big one. So it also enables you to be confident. It enables you to be authentic. I love that word. To be the authentic you, the true you, to be
One of a kind.
Yeah, I love it. It supports you to finding the meaning of life. Well, your meaning of life, right? It helps you to remove toxic people and habits from your life. It inspires you to find loving friends and partners, and it improves the overall quality of your life. The list goes on. Now, mind you, I'm not saying that, I bounce back and forth. I still, and we'll talk about the whole drama thing. I still like a little drama in my life, but I don't react on it.
It's not the major drama anymore. It's the little stupid drama that you find humorous.
Yeah.
You indulge yourself in a little theater act.
Right. Kind of like, let's put it this way. I lurk in streams, right? But I don't comment. I don't say anything. I don't contribute it. And if something pisses me off, I walk away. You know what I mean?
Absorb it.
Right. And that's my drama. Who doesn't love it though? It's our own personal soap opera.
That's
and I bring that, I know that's in this here somewhere, but.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. So, we indulge in it a little time to time.
And anybody that says they don't find a little drama humorous is lying.
Right. But it all comes back to I love my peeps. I love hanging out with my peeps. That's you guys.
Every single one of you. You all are special in your own way. And you're all starting to find it. You really just by listening to them talk.
Yeah,
They're
definitely.
all starting to find themselves.
Definitely. And I love it. You guys keep me going, which in turn hopefully helps keep you going. You know what I mean? That snowball effect. I love it.
But Andy, when I get to a situation like that, Andy says the huge shit we battle through, the little things that add up are those which always get to me. And I totally understand what you're saying. But I've come to realize, I'm not going to let that old saying of one old shit wipes out 1,000 attaboys. Because I fucked up one time, I ain't letting it wipe out all the other shit that I done.
Exactly. And that's what we tend to do. When that one little thing comes back to haunt us, It wipes out all the good shit we did.
Yep.
In our minds.
It makes you forget about it.
Yeah.
Even though it's still there, you just don't believe it anymore because you weren't recognized for all the good you did, but they spotted the one thing you did bad.
Yep.
So it's like, why'd I do all that good shit then?
Yep.
I think what I don't understand, it's starting in...
It's staring.
Oh, it's staring you in the face. Things don't add up or false, yet people believe in gaslighting and going along with it because they're the ones that don't accept themselves.
Right. They don't understand their true self. They don't know their true self. They don't have the core values.
Yes, Nicole, overthinking things will be an issue. Missy's getting better and better at overthinking things.
Yeah. I welcome back, Kev.
Yes, welcome back. Is Ashley okay? I know that's who you went to go check on. I pay attention to chat.
I've learned to tell myself. It's all about, like I told you guys, like we've discussed before, all about knowing your thoughts, being aware of your thoughts. So, like, if I start overthinking something, because I've started being aware of my thoughts, I'll stop myself and say, just stop. Don't even think about it for at least 10 minutes. And it's kind of like that old cigarette note, you know, like you're craving a cigarette and
Keep us updated.
And you look at the clock and you're like, okay, in 10 minutes, I'll go have a cigarette. The next time you look at the clock, it's like 45 minutes later and you haven't been craving.
Because you put it in your mind. I can wait 10 more minutes.
Right. So it's kind of like the same thing, if that makes sense.
Is it more like it's an IQ thing with people different level? No, I wouldn't say it's an IQ thing at all.
No, it has nothing to do with IQ, I don't think. I mean, that's my opinion. It could. I'm not a psychologist. I don't know. You know, I just know what I've gone through and what's helped me, and I try to bring it to other people. But as far as an IQ, I don't really.
I think it has to do with more with conscience and
internal,
your self-conscious.
Yeah.
Part of your mind than it does an IQ.
Yeah. Being gaslighted, I definitely don't think it's an IQ thing. They just don't know who they are and what to follow, if that makes sense.
Well, without this is anybody's name, somebody on YouTube, my whole family fake. I told my baby, don't pay him no mind.
That's right.
Haters going to hate. I don't have time.
Exactly.
And you know what? And that's the best way to do it, Kip. I mean.
Hey, Brenda.
Oh, no.
Brenda Lee.
There's this French vanilla.
Where's my ice cream? You guys have to understand, Brenda Lee is from a fellow New Yorker. And we have this joke about French vanilla ice cream because it's so hard to find anymore.
Especially up here.
Yes. How you doing, love? Hope you're doing good back home.
She'll find it there. Don't worry. I'll find a tub to buy shadows, and I'll take a picture of it and have her send it to you.
Yeah, I can dig that consciousness. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, if you stop and think about how little you think about when you're hanging around the right people that you're comfortable and having fun with.
Exactly.
You forget about all the negative shit that's going on in your life at that moment. And that's what you got to keep carrying forward with. Really must be nice. It just started snowing here again last night.
Yeah.
But always remember that the people you talk to, the people you hang around with, they keep you in a good mood. They keep you laughing. You don't pay attention to what's going on. You forget all about that negative shit that's going on in your life. Keep that thought in your mind and keep going.
I don't know. Well, they're starting to open up, Kip, I believe. He lives in the Philadelphia area. Hello, my neighbors. You're not far away from me. Well, we're in Alaska.
Now.
Yeah, but I'm originally from Western New York.
And it's funny, Kip, I was born and raised in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. But I believe New York's starting to open up again, isn't it? Always stay positive. That's right, Brenda Lee. I believe New York's starting to open up.
We love everybody, Kim.
Definitely.
We have nothing but love for everybody that just comes in this room, even if they just pass by as a new person saying hi, seeing the channel, and I'm just passing through. Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know.
Thank you for the ice cream, Nicole. Thank you so much.
But to have self-love, have self-esteem, it all starts with you.
Washington, D.C. or Washington, the state?
It would have to be Washington, D.C.
I hope so, because that's a freaking long commute.
Well, it's still a little bit of a commute from where he's from.
We love that, Kip. We love that. We love to laugh and have fun. Thursdays is more of the dramatic day. That's when we battle stuff like this. But other days, you know.
Apparently, Kip, Amanda hasn't told you about my channel, has she?
Okay, Washington, D.C. That's good. Because Washington State, woo, that's a command.
I knew he was talking about Washington, D.C.
I was hoping.
I mean, whether you got your own private jet to fly back and forth to Washington State or... Yeah, this is why I love it here. No, she didn't tell me about your channel.
No, you're too nice of a guy. Don't.
Amanda, you haven't told Kip about the Chaos Andy channel? What the hell is wrong with you? I tried. Go for it, Eddie.
Tell him what he's missing out on.
Let's just say, Kip, tune in to Chaos and Andy on Saturdays and Sundays, same time, our time, 10 a.m. Alaska time, and just
2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Just hold on for a hell of a bumpy ride.
Nicole, all the women are in here are awesome.
So are all the guys.
She said, okay, meant to sometimes.
All right, then. Yes, you were. Amanda, you and Marie actually came up on panel.
Yep.
And the amazing part was, Amanda said that she felt comfortable enough to actually go on camera.
That's awesome. I would have chose a better
channel.
No, I'm joking. I love those guys. I love all you guys over there too. Even.
Don't tell me, my brother Kevin, he's a pastor. I got you. No, he does not want to go to that channel.
No, it's basically what it is. Is basically a guy cave with some women thrown in there.
With cave wizards.
Yeah, lot lizards. That's bad. That's so bad.
Yeah. You don't want your brother, the pastor, to come to that channel. He will make sure you are staying Hail Marys till the day you die. He will dunk your head 40 times a day.
Since I have to run it through my secretary, Amanda, she makes all my appointments because my mind is so busy. I got a whole lot of stuff on my plate. I take care of a lot of people.
You know what? Take care of you and your family first.
That's right.
That's first and foremost. Then worry about everything else.
Yes, you've met Andy. Andy is Chaos's co-host on his channel. So
yeah. Best damn co-host.
Good luck to you.
Best damn co-host I could ever have picked.
Oh, definitely. I agree.
I don't know. I think he might have picked me.
There's Chaos's channel right there. Nicole shared it. Thank you, Nicole. All right, so back to conversation. 5 ways to cultivate unconditional self-worth that actually work. Now that we've covered why low self-worth occurs.
1 second, I tip my hat to Kit. Just donated $1,000 to Children's Hospital for cancer, $800 on homeless people, and I'm still working on my family's problems. Press play video games, plus doing my job, so I need my secretary.
Well, I believe she's an awesome secretary.
My hat is off to you, sir.
Definitely.
Oh, my nose ain't in your ass. I'm being serious, dude. You're a hell of a co-host.
So, all right. Now that we've covered low self-esteem, why self-worth occurs, why low self-worth occurs, and why it's so important. How do we get it? While I can't guarantee that all the practices below will always work for you, I can guarantee that if you practice any of these paths persistently and sincerely, you will experience an increase of level of self-worth. And eventually, your self-worth will become so second nature that it'll become unconditional.
Keep going.
Okay. Number 1, rewrite. And I've said this many times before, rewrite your core beliefs through a mantra. Mantra are statements that are repeated over and over. And in the West, of course, they're called affirmations. And I'll be the first to admit, you guys have heard it before, I didn't think affirmations worked. But I'm living proof that they do. Excuse me. To discover your core beliefs, I encourage you to pay attention to your little voice in your head. What does it chatter about during the day? What fears emerge? What unhealthy patterns of behavior do you keep repeating? Write those observations down. Eventually, you'll notice certain themes and insecurities arise.
You know, the biggest fear I have every day, how many people am I going to disappoint? That's my biggest fear every day. How many people am I going to disappoint today?
But you think that's one of your things that you got to change, because you think you disappoint me on a constant basis and you don't.
Well, it's because that's what I've been believed
right.
my whole
and
life.
That's what we're doing. That's why we're doing stuff
So
like this.
Okay. That's one of the things.
So write it down.
I don't have to. I know what that fear is.
No, just.
Hi, Skooks.
Hey, Skooks. Once you pinpointed your core beliefs you have about yourself, like I'm a loser, I always hurt people, I deserve to be punished.
Ears.
Watch your ears.
I caught that one just in time. Freaky almost caught me not paying attention.
Yeah, see? Then you can counteract through a mantra. You're the best. I find Eddie the same way all the time, which suits me. He is. This is why I do lives. This is you. What you get with us, or what you see is what you get. This is us raw. You know.
Yeah, there ain't no skit. There ain't no rehearsing.
Nope.
Matter of fact, what she goes to talk about when the show starts, I have no idea.
Yep. I mean, I might give him a little.
Hear that? A whole lot of.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, this is what you see. This is our life.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back, Spitfire.
Welcome back.
This is us every day. It's just, and when people see me and her get a little tidbit here on live, that's our actual life.
Yeah.
And that's how long that tidbit lasts. And it's over. Done.
Yep. You see that? I found Eddie in a room a little further down the ward. I spent the next 2 weeks complaining that he had pink padding on the walls and I only had white. Oh my God.
Kip, I'll hang out with you anytime, brother. What the hell, Andy? Oh, wait. You didn't tell him the part, though, that I ripped off half my pink padding and gave it to you. That's why I had them big bumps on my head. I kept hitting the concrete.
Oh, Ted, no. Do you know how bad my anxiety would be sitting here at home? Or out there with you guys?
I hope what he's trying to say is that he would try to drink me under the table, not us drinking under the table.
All right. So when it comes to doing mantras and affirmations and that, at first you'll feel a bit cheesy or skeptical of this mantra thing, but that's only because your mind has been conditioned to believe the opposite. After a while, and I'm talking about 3 months or so, you'll start to see significant changes arise in your thinking patterns, behaviors, and feelings. Alternatively, you should search some affirmations on the internet or find your favorite self-help book. I mean, they have great affirmations in there. Choose ones that give you goosebumps in a good way or make you feel a hint of empowerment. Those are the ones I look for, the ones that keep me feeling empowered. Stick with that mantra and repeat it every day. Try this practice every day for at least 10 minutes. Ideally through meditation, but you don't need to meditate to do affirmations if you don't want to. But just even better than that is just throughout the day, keep saying the affirmation to yourself for about 3 months. Try to infuse the mantra with a much heartfelt sincerity as possible, because the unconscious mind pays more attention to the emotion than the words. And the unconscious mind is where all the magic happens. Number 2, reclaim what has been repressed, aka your power. As a philosopher and scholar, Ken Wilber writes, Maslow called the fear of our own greatness the Jonah complex, and many of us have some degree of that. So give yourself permission to discover, re-own, and step into your own authentic greatness. How can we possibly feel good or worthy when we're living a version of ourselves that's not real or authentic? Our interactions, our feelings about ourselves, indeed, our very lives will feel false when we're hiding behind the fearful mask that we have adopted as children. In order to reclaim what you've repressed, you'll need to practice inner child work and shadow work. Both of these forms of inner work are ideal ways to dig up what has been repressed and shed away with you. One of the most powerful methods I've found for practicing both inner child and shadow work is something known as mirror work. Now, mirror work is very tough. I'm not going to lie. Mirror work is very, very hard. And it's where you stare yourself right in the eyes and say what you want to say, affirmation-wise or mantra-wise. And it's very tough when you don't believe that. Do you know what I mean? You're trying to reprogram yourself. It's very hard. You wouldn't think so, but it's very hard to look yourself in the eye and say that until it gets easier. Number 3, replace people-pleasing with self-care. It's impossible to stop people-pleasing cold turkey. The pattern most likely has been ingrained in you for a long time, but it's possible to slowly channel that energy to new means, self-care. Does that sound selfish to you? It might. But the reality is that by learning how to care for yourself, you'll learn how to genuinely care for others. And I'll tell you this, I will say this, that, when I used to be like, well, if you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. I'm like, bullshit. I know when I love somebody else. You know what I mean? But since I've gone through this, now mind you, I've started this 4 years ago. Okay? The self-love.
Hey, Patrick.
Hey, Patrick. Welcome, honey. Dealing with really looking inside of myself in shadow work. It's been 4 years, right? And I will say that I do believe that saying now, you can't love anybody until you love yourself.
That's right. You can say you love them.
Well, yeah, but it's a difference. And I believe that's why they do it, Kip, really, because I know martial arts is more mind, yeah, in that. I know my son, I mean, he was in kindergarten when he took martial arts, but he just watching how they train and that, it's like, yeah, sometimes it takes the loving and right person.
Discipline.
Yeah. To be able to love and accept yourself. Yeah, discipline, definitely. But I really, truly believe now that like I said, I was all against that before. I'm like, well, I don't care if I don't love myself, but I know when I love other people, and it's like, it's a whole different other kind of love, I guess, if you would want to say, if that makes sense. So, like I said, but in reality, that's learn how to take care of yourself. You'll learn how to genuinely care for others. Your care won't be tainted by unconscious, needy motives, the need to be validated.
I guess one of the worst feelings in the world would be too is you're not loving yourself, but you think you love somebody,
Right.
and you're working on yourself. You know you love this person, but you're working on yourself. Then you start loving yourself. You understand now who you are to realize I really wasn't loving that person the way I should have been loving that person.
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly that. Exactly that. Yeah, you're loving that person when you don't love yourself. You're loving that person.
Love.
You're loving that person for the wrong reasons.
You're loving that word, love.
Yeah.
You're not loving that person.
Right.
You're falling in love with an idea.
Right. Yeah. So, but after you start doing this, instead you'll be fueled by the genuine desire to help others. Every time you mold yourself to a certain way around someone, do one thing for yourself and only yourself. Excuse me, that might mean making yourself a cup of hot tea. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry, guys. Making yourself a cup of hot tea, taking a mindful breathing break, eating something nourishing, or spending some time alone to rejuvenate your energy. 4, journal work. Journaling is wonderful, which I hate journaling, but I do it every once in a while. It's a refreshing form of catharsis. Not only will it help you to emotionally feel better, but it'll help you gain mental clarity surrounding your low self-worth. I recommend journaling every day for at least 5 minutes and doing some introspection.
Patrick, Kip Hayes is a new member of the family. He is Amanda's fiance. He's a new member of the family.
Do you, Amanda?
No, being a secretary doesn't count as journaling, no.
So, when you journal, just jot down how your day went, or what made you happy or sad, or what did you notice about yourself? For exploring your self-worth, I recommend journaling the following question. What is something that no one could ever take away from you?
Pride.
Okay. Who am I or who am I not? That's a big one. The who am I not? That's what we're discovering about ourselves. Is who you're not.
What does that question even mean? Who am I or who am I not?
Like your core values. Like, what do you really truly believe?
Well, in anybody's mind, the way it should, the way you think it would read is I can be whoever I want to be.
Right.
So I'm still confused.
So who are you not?
The person that I should be.
That's wrong answer, damn.
No, that's the right. That's who I'm not.
Who you're not is somebody who's selfish. Who you're not is somebody who's,
well, I'm not selfish.
Well, he is a dick sometimes, but
absolutely.
But
most of the times I feel like I'm not the person that I should be.
Right, I understand. Then we try to change that way of thinking. So, what does self-worth mean to you?
How much I love myself and what I can offer others.
Right, Amanda. Yes. Who's the person behind the mask?
You don't want to know.
What false ideas have you been taught about yourself? What external things don't define my self-worth? If I lost everything in my life, what would I still have that would be of value? You might like to revisit your answers in the future and see if they shift or change. And they will. And that's what's so cool about it. Keeping a journal, though, I will say for the most part, is that you can go back and look, over time and see how forward you have advanced. And that in itself will give you that empowerment. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, I'm reading because some of these comments are pretty long. I'm listening to you. I'm paying attention.
No, yeah. So, I mean, things like that, seeing it, it's beautiful, really.
God damn, Kip, how old are you? Seriously. A man with that kind of shit on his plate? I'm sorry, your kid's going through a whole lot of shit.
Right.
Just always know, brother, you're part of this family now. We're here anytime.
Definitely. That's good, Nicole, yes. Like she says, I write every day, journal, text, poems, my way of venting. Exactly.
And it doesn't necessarily mean you have to keep it. If you just take 5-10 minutes out of your day, what pissed you off that day?
Right, exactly.
And not necessarily could you have done to change it, but what pissed you off?
Right.
Throw it in the garbage when now it's gone. It's done.
Yeah, you got it off your chest. Beautiful, Amanda. Yeah, I usually ask myself, who's behind the mask? What are you hiding from? What's your heart's desire, and how do you feel about your actions? Exactly, yeah.
Oh, so we're close in age, Kip. I'm turning 51 in December.
So journaling boosts your self-worth by empowering you with the self-understanding and self-knowledge. And as they say, knowledge is power.
That's right.
Work with an archetype. Archetypes are universal patterns or types of energy, and they have existed since the dawn of time. We can see archetype present in all cultures of the world. Some examples include the orphan, the warrior, the caregiver, the seeker, the lover, the destroyer, the creator, the ruler. We all possess, there's a bunch of them, but we all possess numerous archetypes within our personality structures. Taking those tests, and I still got to put them in the groups, but I'll put the tests in the groups about knowing your personality, knowing what's behind the core personality. There's so much stuff to learn about yourself, why you do some of the things you do, that at least to me, it helps me, like, I understood myself more, if that makes sense. However, with going through these archetypes, sometimes certain archetypes within us are missing. Why? Usually because they've been repressed in childhood because they were deemed inappropriate or bad by our parents or caretakers. In the case of low self-worth, the dominant archetypes that are missing within us are usually the boss, the rebel, the king, the queen, the lover. I definitely recommend searching for figures in history that you admire, right? Then match any one of the above archetypes to them. Or what archetypes did you see them, come out as?
All right, Scoops, hurry back.
Hurry back, Scoops. By consciously working to bring you the energy of your archetype you lack that is related to self-worth, you'll find the power you need to break through the negative core wounds within you. 6, self-worth is an inside job, and that it is. It's not dependent on what kind of job you have, whether you're single or married, whether you're ugly or attractive, or whether you're living off of food stamps or have a $500K income. Your value doesn't decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. Here's where the lecture comes in, guys. Your value doesn't decrease based on what you do or don't do, what you have or don't have. Your value is just as amazing as you are. I hope you I hope this helped in having a deeper understanding of why you could be suffering from low self-worth and how to empower yourself. You don't have to be a slave of your conditioning. You don't have to remain shackled to people pleasing and demoralize your ways of living. At your core, you are wild and free, and now you have the tools to reclaim the raw and real self. What is your relationship with self-worth like? What do you guys? I still lack self-worth sometimes.
And Nicole says, like I say a lot, even the royals have to use the bathroom to shit.
That's
You're
right.
You ain't no better than I am, because the way I learned, hey, G-Smoke.
Hey, G-Smoke.
The way I learned, Nicole, you ain't no better person than I am, because you got to put your fucking pants on one leg at a time, just like I do.
Exactly.
So don't hold yourself in a higher standard than I am.
So with us talking about self-worth, let's talk about a little about self-respect, right? So let's picture this. It's your day off. You just finished spending half of your day doing favors for your friends, and other half being used emotionally dumping ground by your sister or your brother or your parent. You've been made promises that you feel uncomfortable about with your boss on the phone, and you're feeling like a pile of crap. What the fuck is happening to my life? You wonder with an expiration. To put it bluntly, what's happening to you is that you're a people pleaser who needs to build more self-respect. Yeah, you heard me. It's time to give less fucks about what people think about you and start drawing some boundaries. Saying no and reclaiming your personal sovereignty over your life. It's time to reconnect with your inner wolf. It's time to what is self-respect and why is it so important? Well, self-respect is the word that means honoring your worth, preserving your dignity, and taking pride in your abilities. Being self-respecting means that you believe at a core level that you are worthy of being treated fairly and with courtesy. Why is self-respect so important? Well, without self-respect, we're susceptible to being used, abused, mistreated by other people. Those who lack self-respect are often targeted by unsavory types of people like narcissists and egomaniacs who enjoy using self-neglecting people as their lackeys.
And keep in mind, the being used, abused, no, that's not always sexual.
Nope.
That's you doing their dirty deeds, you doing the shit that they should be doing. That's all part of that.
Right. And who in their right mind would want to end up as a fodder for those ratbags lurking in the dark corners of society? So ultimately, self-respect is vital because it impacts every area of your life, from your friendships and relationships to work communities. Having self-respect ensures that you are treated well, given fair opportunities, and have your needs and desires met, and remain on an equal footing with other people. Exactly. That's all you want. Spitfire. You want to be on the equal.
Spitfire says, I judge people if they have good or bad in them. The bad in people may not be how they are, but how they have been abused themselves.
Right, exactly. That's actually very beautiful, Spitfire, because a lot of people don't see it like that. You know what I mean? Some people can't help the way they are. Somebody wants to use you. Somebody wants to abuse you. Somebody wants to be abused. I know that's a song.
It is.
I'm trying to put it in my head.
I know the fucking song.
These things are made of these. Who in the mind?
Who disagree?
Damn it, Anton. Why you gotta make me sing now?
Yes, you will, Ted. You will find a lot of people like that on YouTube.
Yes, definitely.
Always be careful to GoFundMe pages and all that shit. It's my day off. Amanda says I work too hard. I'm the kind of person I have money and I like to help. God damn it. That went by too quick. the kind of person. I have money and I like to
Yes,
help
Annie
other
Lennox.
people.
Sweet
My
dreams. Thank
job
you.
knows
Your
I have
rhythmics.
money. I do my job. That's the thing, Kip, because you keep opening your heart to those that know you have money. What are they trying to do anything to help themselves, to make themselves better? Or are they just leaning on you as a crutch? See, that stuff you got to look out too, because after so long, that starts dragging you down. And when you get drugged down, now your family's getting drugged down. I'm talking about your fiance, and maybe if you have kids, start getting drugged down, and it starts getting bad. I understand what it's like wanting to help people, because we do it all the time. But there's a certain time where the word no ain't a bad thing.
That's right. So with no self-respect, you are prone to excessive self-sacrifice, letting yourself be walked on, be walked over, and used, abandoning your true self and authentic needs, giving up on your dreams, and other forms of self-abuse. So some examples of self-respect. Sometimes it can help if you have a clear picture of what self-respect looks like. So it's not so cerebral. Cerebral. Let's look at some examples of self-respect. Refusing to be spoken to in an offensive way because you know you deserve to be treated well.
Oh, and I'm that way.
Mm-hmm.
I am so guilty of that.
Yes, you are.
Do not raise your voice to me. Do not give me a stink eye. You want to talk to me, you talk to me like a man, and I will talk to you with the same respect.
Yep. Cutting ties with a friend who is lazy and untrustworthy because you know you are worthy of having a defendable friend.
Been there, done that.
Setting strong boundaries around people who are energy vampires because you want to preserve your energy and not have it stolen. I'm big on that.
I'm still having problems deciphering who them people are. But I'm learning.
Yeah, you are. You've come a long way. I am big on that. I will not deal with anybody. I will walk away if I feel that they're a psychic vampire.
There's a lot of times now where Shadows now will be out having a cigarette, and somebody will walk out, and I don't look at them as anything else but another person. But then that look in Missy's eye tells me immediately, we're done with this cigarette. We're out of here.
Yep. I will not. I've been around it too much, and being an empath, it hits me totally quick, but I enough of it is just, I don't want to deal with it anymore. I've been dragged through it, all my life, and try to be the nice person of, hi, how you doing? You know what I mean? The small talk. Like now that I've done all this work around myself, like small talk is I like small talk, but I can only put up with it for so long. If that makes sense. I know that sounds very rude, but it's one of those boundaries that I put up.
And all of you got great positive points on walking
Definitely.
in the right direction. But you say it, but you have to walk it too. It came, and you made a point about borrowing money, people borrowing money until now it came down to the fact where he had to chase people down for his payment. I went through that with that one guy from Safeway.
Yeah.
Even though it was $5, it's a month and a half later. I need that $5.
Right.
But if I got to borrow, like I got a couple of good friends I can go to and say, hey, can I get $20 until tomorrow when our paycheck comes? They have no hesitation kicking it to me, because before they can even turn around, I'm handing the $20 back to them. I'm like, thank you. And they're like, well, damn, I forgot I even let you borrow it. I won't forget something like that.
And one of the biggest reasons why, and I'll tell you this right now, why I get pissed at Ryan when he donates. I have always... I'm going to tear up.
Stop.
I know.
It's okay to cry.
It is okay to cry. Big Hero 6. That's right. He knows when we need money.
And it's very, very, very rare.
It's very rare. But he can sense that. Me Me and Ryan are very bonded and very connected.
I think I've got pretty connected with him too.
Yeah, definitely. But
Over the past
he
10
can
years.
sense things. He knows his mom. He knows
Yep.
his dad, you know? So that's his way of saying, I know you won't ask me, because a long time ago I vowed never to take money from my kids.
And that's why he'll show up and all of a sudden he's donating 30 copies and he's buying all this shit, and because he knows we won't ask for his help.
Yeah. So that's why I get pissed at him. I
That's
don't
why
want
the last
anybody.
time you heard us going at him, yelling at him, Ryan Scott. Enough.
Right. But I just don't want anybody, to think that I know his intent. I know what he, it's hard to explain, but
he tries to play it off like he's just trying to help the channel.
right.
It's his private way of saying, here's the money that I'm loaning you without you having to pay it back.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
He's an asshole like that.
And you'll ever notice if Mr. Minkster comes in the room, you'll hear me call him kid all the time. And you can tell when I get aggravated with him, because now I'll start calling him Ryan.
Yeah, exactly, Andy. Yes. I did see that, asshole.
I'm still waiting for my telling off from this year for Monday. Telling him off for what?
The PayPal.
What about it? I'm
He
confused.
sent a PayPal?
Huh?
He sent PayPal. That's how we bought cigarettes?
What the fuck?
I
thought-
told you that.
No, because the way you explain shit sometimes is confusing because the purchase was just made. You're supposed
Oh,
to.
shit, now you're going to get told off by Eddie.
Yeah. See, because I thought all that shit was supposed to be sent back to him, that.
Oh, yeah, that is, but he sent money to PayPal.
Yeah,
He donated.
you're a dick. And he says, Missy, just club him. No, Amanda, so much goes on. It's sometimes it's very hard to keep up, especially because I work overnight. So by the time I go to bed, she'll be on the computer. I don't know what happens and
Yeah.
what goes on, and then when I wake up, I'm going to work. So,
But it's tough because our hours are, this is the most we spend. Because what,
Andy, you're still one of my best friends, brother.
but our usually after the show, I go and lay down or watch TV for a little bit.
And I'll be sitting here for about another 2-3 hours.
Yeah, he does his thing here, and
She'll be waking up, and I'll be laying down, and then I'll get up and I'll go to work. And they have an app for speed reading. Yeah, what is that? Slow-mo?
hey, that's what my son's car was called, Slow Marrow.
Actually, I can usually read pretty quick, but when you guys got like 9 sentences in one clip, and they all follow on one another, yeah, it's kind of hard to keep up that way.
Oh, Lordy B. Okay,
This is why she has me watch the chat, though.
right.
She'd be like, well, screw it. I can't keep up with shit.
So the next one is saying no to the unreasonable request given to you.
It's hard to hear your voice.
You're the best.
Oh, man. You know what?
Thank you, Nicole.
Kip, cover her up, make her sweat it out, make her some chicken noodle soup, and give her a hot toddy, goddamn. He got that through. Or Nicole, that was Nicole.
That was Nicole.
That was Nicole that got that through. It didn't scare me, but
Right. Excuse me. Oh my God.
it was her that snuck that through.
So saying no to unreasonable requests given by your child or family member because you respect your limits. Having clear real rules in your relationship, as such as no lying because you deserve to have an honest partner. Refusing to settle for less in business deals because you know the worth of your work. Not compromising your deepest values in favor of social acceptance. This list is by no means exhaustive, but I hope you get the idea.
No, Amanda, I would have had no idea he had to fucking teleport. You all didn't say that you guys weren't in the same goddamn location. Not a friggin' mind. I'm not a medium or a goddamn mind reader.
Well, you're in the right, you guys, Amanda, you know, you're in the right place to talk about teleportation.
Right? Now, we can talk about that. Timeline travel, astroplaning and shit like that. It's good. Okay.
Okay, so what are the advantages of having self-respect? Well, man, there's a lot. Where do I start?
Friends?
Consciously developing self-respect is the very foundation of self-love and self-care. Here you have some advantages of here are some of the advantages of having self-respect. You honor your needs, desires, and values. You feel empowered to say no and draw boundaries. You have more energy to dedicate to yourself and your dreams.
Oh, that's right. She did say she had moved from Canada to the U.S.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, she did. She did mention that a couple of times.
Yes, she did.
I'm going to play stupid here.
Okay.
I was drunk.
You feel a sense of equality with others. You respect the quality of your work. You choose better friends, partners, and workplaces. You feel happy and fulfilled in your romantic life. You feel happy and fulfilled in your business life. You feel a great sense of self-trust and therefore self-confidence. You know how to protect yourself.
Fuck you, Andy. Exactly.
You feel powerful and sense of authority over your life. You're capable of practicing self-love and self-care. Take advantage, or another advantage of having self-respect is that you give yourself permission to follow your dreams and goals instead of getting lost in managing or peddling everyone else's bullshit.
Amanda, take it easy, okay? Just sit down somewhere if you're getting dizzy.
Yes.
Please, just sit down. And Kip, you're right. You're not only connected mentally, you can tell you guys are connected emotionally.
Definitely.
Amanda says she'll be back in a couple. She's feeling dizzy.
Okay, hon. Go lay down. Feel better.
Put a cold damn cloth on your forehead, please.
So now doesn't that sound like a big sigh of relief? If you could do what you wanted in your life. That's why my biggest question to everybody is, if you had all the money in the world and all the time in the world, what would you do?
My stupid ass would help everybody else out.
Right, they wouldn't need it because they all have. If everybody had all the money in the
So
world,
you're talking about if everybody had the same amount of money.
Yep, we're all taken care of.
We all had the same kind of love, the same kind of amount. Then what is there to do?
What would you do for you? What would you want to? Would you want to go back to college? Would you want to? What would you do?
No, I'm too old to go back there. Well, no, that's bullshit because
Yeah.
I've seen a fucking woman, 98 years old, graduate college.
Patrick said sleep. You have to get up and do things.
I would want to go to culinary art school.
Okay. All right.
I mean, as long as I've been a cook,
Right.
I'd love to go to culinary. I would absolutely love to wear a Michelin star.
Sit at the beach watching waves come in. Beautiful. Buy land in the country and start a yarn farm. That's awesome. Live in the UK. Right, Nicole? Definitely. Those are all beautiful things.
That would be me, though.
Heather said travel.
I would definitely go to culinary arts.
Kip said fight cancer, fight breast cancer, make sure everybody had a cure for a disease. Beautiful. Who would want to work in the shops or drive the truck delivering food? I would. You know why? Because I wouldn't have to worry about anything. It's just, you know, that customer service in me.
Spitfire, you don't need better equipment to get your channel going. That's something you just need to talk to Shadows off on the side. She knows how to do that shit. My channel, I ain't got nothing special. I got a camera, a microphone, and that's it. And with Andy's help as a co-host, I think my channel does pretty damn good. Our channel does pretty damn good. Here we go, the eyes and the new we. See, you guys started that shit. But yeah, no, you don't need expensive equipment and everything to get your shit going.
More paranormal. There you go. Yeah. Nicole said archaeology studying. Very cool.
Buy an island, someone have to worry about the mess going
on in the world, definitely.
Actually, there is an island up for sale. I just read about it not too long ago. Okay, well, you can still stream that way.
I can understand that though, Spitfire. I you know, a laptop, it's hard. It's very hard.
No, I'm not saying it ain't hard. What we need to do is we need to get a hold of his page. We need to send up GoFundMe. Let's get him a fucking desktop with a camera and a microphone. I hope it is.
Patrick's like, I'll come visit if the island's haunted.
That's what I said. He says, is the island haunted? I said, I hope it is. Nicole said, I just want to have a good life with more good days. Every day could be a good day, Nicole. You got that. You're going to be.
Remember, take that moment to figure out that each moment that comes, is it a good or a bad? It's your decision whether it's a good or bad.
That's what I said. Tomorrow morning when you guys wake up, do me a favor. Forget yesterday even happened. It never even, you're going to start right now. Your past begins at the moment you wake up, not when you went to bed yesterday. Try that one time.
Then do it for the next day. Then the night on.
Try it one day. Like
I know, I was joking. I was waiting for you to say.
Like they teach you in the 12 steps. How long you been sober? One day. Well, why do you got a year chip?
Nicole. Buy a mansion in Alaska. And Andy is my butler. Oh.
You couldn't pay me enough to be your cook.
That.
Ted, if you're taking off, have a great day, buddy.
Take care, Ted. Have a great rest of your day, hon. Thank you so much for coming in. Patrick.
My age, that is not a problem, Eddie. I can't remember yesterday. Oh, my God, Patrick.
That's hilarious. I'm sorry. Oh, God. All right, let's finish this up. We got 10 minutes to go, guys. So when we lack self-respect, it's like the fire within us has been dimmed.
No. Hold on. Kip Hayes said because of YouTube rules, I need 1,000 to go live. No, you don't.
No, you don't. There's ways around.
I got 211 and I go live.
I have 700 and something, but I don't know. But
we'll talk, Kip. I tell you what, show up my show on damn Saturday. Plain and simple. Just be there.
Okay, Kip, hurry back.
Give it a big one now. Okay.
When we lack self-respect, it's like the fire within us has been dimmed. Our inner world has been captured. We have been domesticated and don't know how to protect ourselves. So pay attention to the following signs and see how many relate to you. Ready? I'm going to raise my hand. You going to raise your hand?
Yep.
You always seem to attract people who mistreat or use you. You have no time for yourself.
That can ride.
Yeah. You feel exhausted most of the time due to your commitments to others. You settle for less.
Selfless.
You settle for less, basically. You feel inferior to or less than others. You struggle to speak up. Not you, me.
You notice I kept my head down.
I know. You can't seem to say no. I've gotten a lot better with that. You lack self-confidence. You're there for everyone, but no one is ever there for you.
Not counting you guys on panel.
Yeah.
This is going back.
You undervalue your strengths, your gifts, and your achievements. You let others walk all over you. You're excessively afraid of what others think about you. I'm getting better at that, though. I've gotten a lot better than that.
And I'm getting worse.
You feel overall unhappy in the quality of your life. Stop and think. How many of those can you relate to?
All the ones I raised my hand to.
Oh shit, what happened? What happened? Okay. Don't forget if you
Freaky Geek says I have no problem saying no to go on any panels.
We know that, Freaky Geek. Don't worry if you resonate with most of them, you're certainly not alone. This is a big issue with many people have struggles with, including myself. Thank you for the ice cream, Nicole.
Thank you, Nicole.
So let's talk real quick about how to build and gain self-respect. If you're used to bending over backwards for people, building self-respect can be difficult. If you're used to being obsessing over others' feelings, thoughts about yourself, or let's try that again. If you are always obsessing over others' feelings, thoughts about you, gaining self-respect will also be hard. Furthermore, if you've been conditioned in a family or culture to put your needs last, self-respect. Hey, Boomer! Thank you for the ice cream. I appreciate that.
Boomer's been lurking.
If you've been okay, it'll also be hard for you. Furthermore, if you've been conditioned by family or culture to put your needs last, self-respect will feel extremely exclusive. But don't fret. All habits require time, persistent, and reinforcement. So below you'll find or you'll harness the winning formula to an advantage. Number 1, spend time passionately affirming your worth. Your inner dialogue, the voice constantly chattering in your brain, has tremendous power. In order to build more self-respect, you will need to override the negative self-talk that causes you to devalue yourself. When I write passionately affirm your worth, what I mean is you need to sincerely believe that you are worthy. At first, this may take some time and effort, but more frequently, you'll affirm your worth. The more your thinking pattern will change. Hey, Boomer.
Okay. Are you done?
No.
Okay. Well,
I happen to glance over and I'm saying, hey, Al, what?
We got a Kip's sister in the house. I'm guessing it's Kip. It says Crystal Hayes. I've been watching, understand. Like, ain't that his name, Kip Hayes? With Kip's last name?
Yes.
Okay.
It's going fast.
Yeah, you ain't lying. I'm trying to backtrack now. She says, hi, I've been watching. I understand. I like what's going on here. My loving brother told me to come by, and I see my sister Amanda's hair, and my sister Ashley was here. Hello to the panel. Hello, chat.
Hello, Crystal. Welcome.
She gave us a like. Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Okay, so here we're going to go. How can you passionately affirm your worth? Using affirmations is the simplest path. For example, simply repeating, I am worthy of respect whenever you feel disempowered during the day will help you transform that inner talk. But here's the real, we talked about mirror work before. Mirror work is the practice of standing in front of a mirror, looking directly into your eyes and saying something loving or empowering to yourself. In front of a mirror, we can all see our fears, our insecurities, and our desires. And that is precisely what makes this type of inner work So powerful. So try it out. Stand in front of a mirror for 10 minutes each day and repeat passionately that you are worthy of respect.
And that all falls back to don't let somebody's voice intimidate you into submission.
Right.
I'm not saying verbally get into an argument with them. I'm not saying to attack them. There's no saying kill them with kindness. Start out that way.
I do that all the time, do I not?
Yes, you do. But assert yourself to let them know you will not disrespect me in that manner. Like I said earlier, if you're going to speak to me, you're going to speak to me like a man or a woman, and I will respect the same fact and treat you the same way. When they say respect is given, no, it's not. Respect is earned. If you want my respect, you better show me.
All right, Boomer. Take care, hon.
Have a good one, Boomer.
Sleep well.
Rest easy.
So when you're doing, are you done, honey? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
When you're doing
Even if I wasn't.
well, what,
I'm just
asshole. When you're doing mirror work, you may also want to adjust your body posture. Do this, go into a confidence stance. Stand up tall with your chest out and feet firmly planted on the ground. Changing your body posture will also have a positive effect on your mentality and almost instantly give you a big dose of confidence and self-belief. Number 3, define your non-negotiable values. This is very important. This is your core beliefs, okay? What do you value in yourself and others? What are you absolutely not willing to drop, abandon, or compromise deep down?
my family.
In order to develop self-respect, you need to identify your values. And this is one of the first things that I have ever put on a podcast was going about the core values. And oh my God, it's so empowering. So some examples of values are like reliability, honesty, compassion, acceptance, discipline, playfulness, work/life balance,
I'm missing Stone.
uniqueness, sense of humor, ethical living, and respect. You can even go to your favorite search and type list of values for more ideas. Get a piece of paper ready and write down what is 100% non-negotiable to you. Authenticity is one of my biggest core values.
Respect is one of them.
So keep this paper close to you and look at it each day. Go ahead.
No. Hey, I was just going to say, a lot of times you were talking about carrying a mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you don't have a mirror on you, which is fine. You don't always have to have a mirror. Find a window that has a reflection. Find a surface that has a reflection. Find anything that has a reflection and look at yourself and remind yourself of the person you truly are. Anywhere throughout the day. Don't let, just because there's always something there that you can look at. There's always something there to remind me.
Go, Eddie. Guys, you get a treat today. Eddie's singing for you.
But then just think about it. There's
Right.
always something there to remind me of who I am.
Right.
Don't let anybody destroy you. Just saying. Sorry I ruined your guys' ears and shit. But
Oh, stop.
they probably puked up their meals. And
So number 4, develop interest outside of other people and their bullshit. Let's face it, dealing with drama can be exhausting, but it also can be pretty damn exciting. It's like I said, not only do we get to feel like a rescuer or a savior, but you get to witness your very own real life soap opera. Many people who lack self-respect get addicted to the drama of those around him. Don't be that person.
don't be us. No.
Yeah. Start exploring hobbies, interests, and projects outside of other people. Take a personality test. And I'll put them in the groups as well. I'll put all that stuff in there. And figure out your strength and, all that good stuff. Or find a channel on YouTube like this one. No, you enjoy watching and learn something new that makes you feel empowered. Set clear boundaries and rules. You have a right to set the rules in your life.
Yes. You are the ruler of your life.
And I know the word rules may sound like more overly authoritarian or, reminiscent of old school headmasters.
No, rules is another word for boundaries.
Right. But rules are basically perimeters. Rules define what you will and will not do and what others can and cannot do around you. Without rules, life is chaos. God blessed chaos.
I'm back in the house. Yeah, buddy.
Without rules, others can walk all over you without blinking an eye. Do you think they really care? The best way to set clear rules, the basis of a strong, healthy boundary, is to pay attention to your feelings. If you struggle to identify how you feel, pay attention to your body. I can't stress that enough, guys. Does your stomach feel queasy when your colleague asks you to put in extra hours, even though you promised to spend more time with your kids?
Guilt.
Or if so, say politely and draw a line. If you have a self-respecting plan, even make a
Shadows to tell you though, that's one of my biggest faults. That if I'm asked to stay to work later,
right,
even though we have plans, I got to try to explain to Shadows that we're going to have to put it off for a little bit. And I got to get better at that because it's always work. And I know it should be family, but
even if they persist, make a plan B or C in your head, because write it down.
Double points.
Nice try, Freaky. I caught you.
Even if you write it down, it'll be in the back of your mind to use that,
But people would think I'd understand here too. During the wintertime, if you can grab overtime, you need to grab overtime.
Well, yeah, definitely.
And it sucks because when summer comes, I'm hardly going to see her.
Or do you get intense headaches every time you talk to a certain person? If so, limit your contact with them.
Crystal, it's not that we're talking about rules to follow. We're talking about how you open up yourself to be a better you. Forget
your
the
rules.
negativity. Yeah.
Your rules for your life. Boundaries.
Yes, God has rules. Absolutely. And the only way you're truly going to follow his rules is when you open up yourself to follow your own rules.
Patrick, my cat thinks she's the boss, and she's right.
Most cats are.
Yes. The boundaries of your rules of your life. You're going to let everybody walk all over you because you don't want to have rules?
Yeah, it's not a religious thing.
No, not at all. Number 6, don't undersell yourself. If you struggle to identify the worth of your time, energy, creation, or products, do some research. Research those in your field and look for a handful of people you admire. Have a conversation with them, follow them on social media, or look at their website if they have one. That's if you look up to somebody, Exactly. Andy's like, I live my life by my own rules. I stay true to my own rules, and life becomes, it's the core values,
It's
definitely.
not only does it become better, it becomes easier.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. If you struggle with imposter syndrome, which it can happen very easily, focus on doing some shadow work to help you explore the underlying core beliefs you have about yourself. In terms of relationships, make a conscious effort to put your best foot forward. Look for the qualities you like and most in yourself and highlight those. It's not about that, Crystal. It's not about the formation of your body. We're not talking about that. We're talking about if you struggle with, you have to understand, if you struggle with depression and anxiety and stuff like that, like most of us in here have, it's not about the bore. Listen, I have a, look up my niece, Lisa Volks, on my Facebook. Believe me, you want to talk about a chick bench pressing? Look at her. She's also a tattoo artist and runs a gym. So, I mean, yeah, we're not talking about that. We're talking about mentally. Listen to your body. What makes you feel this way? Why does it make you feel that way? Why does it feel you feel down when you hear this? It's knowing yourself mentally, not physically. I mean, that you want to do that too, but not physically, mentally.
What the hell happened when I stepped away?
No, none.
I heard you getting loud.
Oh, it's Moon. Okay. I thought it was the thing.
No, but I heard you getting loud.
It's not exercising, Crystal. You're not listening. It's not the physical part of it. This is all about mentality. Okay.
And do her exercise before she starts her day.
Yes, welcome back, Eddie.
Well, thank you, Heather. I'm trying to catch up now. That's what I thought. I thought this was a brain mental exercise.
This is knowing yourself.
Not a physical exercise.
Right. I did get ready for a jump, Freaky Geek. I saw the eye or the exclamation point, and I was like, oh, shit.
It normally grows. We're talking about the brain, not the body.
Yeah.
I had PTSD and no depression and anxiety. I know it too, Patrick. I know.
Yep. That's why we're here. That's why we support each other.
And there's times where, Misty will tell you, I won't curl up into a ball, but I'll go quiet.
Right.
Thank you, Freaky. All right.
So in terms of relationships, make a conscious effort to put your best foot forward. Look for qualities you like the most in yourself and highlight those. Don't undersell yourself by connecting with those who don't fully resonate with you. Would you prefer to be happy with yourself but alone, or feel horrible about yourself and be in an unfulfilling relationship?
I'd rather be happy being alone.
Right. Those who respect themselves prefer to wait until the right person comes along rather than throw themselves to anyone that looks their way.
All right, Andy, hurry back.
Hurry back, Andy. Practice self-care religiously. When I say religiously, I mean frequently and routinely every day. To practice self-care means to see your needs as worthy as paying attention to. You are worthy. We pay attention to everybody else. Pay attention to yourself as well.
Do you know why your body gets weak? Why you get tired? Why you feel lethargic? Because you spend more energy on everybody around you than what you do on yourself.
Right.
And when you do that, you take all that energy from your body, so you don't want to do anything. Was that a good way to put it?
That is a good way to put it. Nicole's like, of course, Andy will not get me coffee.
Heather did. Heather says, here's Nicole coffee.
Oh, that's sweet. Coming in here and seeing you guys and people in chat is good.
I'm glad, Patrick. I'm really glad that coming in here helps you.
Definitely.
And I hope it helps everybody that comes in a room. Yes, we can cut the rug and break it loose sometimes, but we always get back on point.
Yep.
And a lot of times when we're breaking the carpet, we're still talking about the same thing. Just
in a corny way, I guess.
Easier way.
Right. So to practice self-care means to see your needs as worthy of paying attention to. In other words, self-care is a form of self-respect. Nurture your body, heart, mind, and spirit. Eat the right foods, of course, get enough sleep, exercise, feed your mind with knowledge, and have daily spiritual practice if that's what you do. It's like some of us with PTSD, knowing and understanding our triggers. Right. I know, cut a rug. He's, you know.
I'm sorry,
Oh.
Amanda. I guess Crystal was just kind of misunderstanding the road we were going. It was nothing physical. It had nothing to do with the physical sense of the body. It was all emotional, mental, and I think there's just a huge misunderstanding.
Yeah, it was just
there.
a misunderstanding. It wasn't about the physical body. It was about mentally. I think coming into it, the middle of it, you know.
She wasn't sure where we were at or what we were talking about. And
Exactly.
We're not mad.
No,
by
not at
any
all.
means. Everybody has an opinion.
Definitely. And we value everybody's opinion. You know that.
Yeah, and
Well, hopefully you know that.
We're sorry, Crystal. If there was a misunderstanding, we definitely apologize. Absolutely 100%.
Definitely.
We didn't want you to think that you weren't welcome by any means.
Oh, no, not at all.
And I'm sorry if we misunderstood. But yeah, what we were talking about was emotional and
Yes.
mentally.
Just a bit crazy. Not mad. Never mad.
How the body is. We're trying to develop ourselves from the inside out.
And Andy just gambles.
Pretty much.
All right. So, in closing, basically, number 8 is be proud of who you are, not what you do. This is a big one. Self-respect means honoring how far you've come in life. It means embracing the essence of who you are. Please don't confuse self-respect with what you do. You can be proud of your achievements, but your achievements don't define you. If you let success define you, you will also let your failures define you. And that's no measure of healthy self-worth.
Amanda says, I just explained that I feel you guys are very positive people, and I try to bring people to you that I feel would benefit the way I did.
Oh,
And I thank God for you guys for being here in my dark times.
oh, Amanda,
That shit-
you're gonna make me cry.
That did make it.
Double
God
bites.
bless America.
That one, there was no hesitation. He put it and it happened. I just went watch. But that did make me cry. That actually did make me cry.
Oh yeah, I see how fast it was. Yeah,
It was by the time I could reach my hand up.
sure, freaky, catch me in my most vulnerable moment.
But yeah,
Oh, Amanda, we love you, hon. We're excited to have you here, Crystal. Definitely.
Kip.
You got all the newcomers, all you old
We're
bees.
excited to have all our old ones come back. We see they still love us.
We just like, sometimes you're always welcome here.
I hope Kip is still listening. And I know Crystal's here now, but I hope Kip's still listening. Because it was really an honor to have a man that gets so comfortable
Right, yeah, exactly.
to come on my panel and go on live camera,
Especially in that room.
without the thumbnail,
Right.
to show up on camera. That I felt honored that you did that you felt that comfortable.
I don't know what's going on.
Check is just bordering by.
No, I'm not saying my keyboard is going off and on. Do you hear it? Keep going. Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It's telling me enough. Oh, he had to take a call. Nothing wrong with being a proud Canadian there, Patrick. And Freaky Geek and Heather. We got a lot of Canadians here.
No, that's fine. He had to take a call. He had to take a call. It's all good. We ain't judging him.
So
Welcome back, Lynn. Oh, now we know who had the phone call.
welcome back, Lynn. Like I said, so yes, be proud of your achievements, definitely, but they don't define you. To have stable self-respect, you need to love yourself from the inside out.
Spitfire says my keyboard gets stuck at times and makes that sound.
Oh, really?
So it might have been his keyboard.
No, it was mine. It was
was it
like
yours?
the lights were going on and off. That's why I was kind of like this, because I was just like, what the hell's happening?
What's up, Brad?
Hey, Red. Thank you so much, hon, for stopping by. Appreciate
Man,
it.
we love you too, brother.
Definitely. Don't start making me cry.
Why is everybody going to start crying?
Don't cry, damn it. I
Look,
try not to cry.
I'm allowed to cry because I'm the co-host.
Nicole, at least I'm the only normal Belgian here.
Hey, Blue.
Hey, Blue.
I am the only one allowed to cry in this room right now, all right?
Everybody's like, oh, it's after.
Yes, it's 20 minutes past time.
Why are
Imagine
they
this.
still live?
And everybody's starting to show up, and chat's just fucking going, and I can't keep up. Ah!
It could be. You're the best.
Oh my God, what the hell's going on?
All right, the last part of this is just truly.
This will take another hour.
Yeah. As Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellent is not an act, but a habit.
Yes. And you know what? I'm sorry. Go. Finish.
To try to make self-respect part of your
She's
very
done. No, I'm just going. Go ahead.
to truly make self-respect part of your very being, to reunite with the wolf within you that refuses to be trampled over. You need to practice repeatedly. With the above tried and tested tips, you have a map of what you can refer back to on your journey towards self-empowerment.
What's up, Whisper?
Hello, Ryan. How are you?
Okay, on what she just read, I'm going to sum that down to one easy saying that I've heard. History repeats itself.
Definitely.
And I believe that when I was growing up and I fucked up, I was in jail. I ain't going to lie.
Definitely.
And you know, you always see these markings and drawings and calendars on the wall in the fucking jailhouse and shit. People said, don't ever draw on the wall because you'll be back to see it again.
Right, yeah. I remember hearing you say that before.
History will repeat itself. And I'll be damned if it didn't happen. And in the second time, hi, Trina Fulmer.
That's Blue. Hi, Blue.
Oh, why is she going to switch her fucking name? Why are you doing that, Trina? Fuck you. But I learned after the second time, I was like, yeah, what the fuck? I should have listened the first time. But yeah, history will repeat itself unless you cut it in the bud. Okay. Hi at Whisper. Oh. I'm like, Jesus Christ, who the hell is that? I'm used to just saying Whisper.
Right.
Go ahead. I know I'm bothering you.
No, you're not. You're not at all. I love hearing you talk about that.
What the fuck?
I know, right? All right, guys. It's that time.
Remember, you got to double up because you haven't had a test in a couple of days.
No.
Or no, it opened yesterday.
Yes, it did.
Oh, yeah. Did you double?
What?
Did you double?
No, I don't need to double. I doubled the other day.
Okay.
I doubled down the other day.
I think you need to double.
Whatever.
See, as a co-host, you don't listen to me, so.
Double points.
Thank you for the lemon.
Even though I didn't catch him, it didn't bother me.
Right.
I don't know why.
All right, guys. With that being said,
As she's getting ready to roll credits, this is where I want to say hugs to the ladies, fist bumps to the gentlemen. Stay safe, stay strong. We'll get through all this together, and we will. And I'll see you all tomorrow.
all right, guys, I'm pressing the button right now. Your chest should be popping up. If it doesn't pop up, please click on the chest itself, and it should pop up. It should
Red,
pop
you
up.
missed it, and we almost 25 minutes past our time. We started 4 minutes early, too.
Yeah.
So this is all on you, Red.
All right, guys. With that being said, you know damn well that we love each and every one of you for being here.
Skinner's, Amanda said it's not working for her.
Did you press on the chest?
Click the chest. Hit the damn chest. When she says wait for the chest to open, don't wait for that damn thing to open. Get over there and just start clicking on the goddamn
No,
thing.
Freaky said it didn't open again.
Freaky didn't know it didn't open
Yeah,
for
it
him
didn't.
either.
Well, what the hell? All right, guys. Let's see.
All right, Red. Catch you tomorrow, brother.
Heather got 106.0 lemons. Patrick got 61.3 lemons, and Blue got 44.6 lemons.
Freaky says he it didn't open for him.
It didn't open. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm sorry, guys.
All right, Circle. Catch you next time, brother.
Take care, Circle.
Who is that? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not. I don't.
You got
know.
your credits rolling, so I couldn't tell.
Sorry.
No, it's not because you don't type enough over there, Amanda. Something.
Yeah.
It's trying to get it all synced together is the hardest part.
Freaky Geek, thank you for the ice cream. I appreciate it.
Oh, is that Freaky Geek?
Yep.
Okay.
Remember, tomorrow is Freaky News Friday, where we share all the weird and odd news of the week. It didn't open for Nicole either. What the hell's going on? God, if it's not one stream, it's the other. But
no, it is worries. We worry about taking care of all of you. That's
exactly. That's the reason why I go through D Live. It didn't open for Lynn's either.
Son of a bitch.
I'm sorry, guys. I really am.
I will make her work
something
on that. I swear to God. I can't.
What am I going to do?
I can't work on it because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing.
I'm not a part of D Live's tech people.
I don't even know how to get to D Live. You had Lynn's, to be honest, she had to send me your link from D Live, even though I got a D Live account, to find you on that night you went live because I had no idea where the hell I was going. So,
all right, everybody. Take care. Be safe. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. And remember,
have another rough Thursday.
Yeah, have another rough Thursday. I need a cigarette. We love you guys. Thank you, each and every one of you, for being here. We'll see you tomorrow for Freaky News Friday. I almost said What If Wednesday.
I know you did.
I know.
I was going to stop you, but...
Take care, be safe, and remember, find something today that makes you smile with your eyes. All right, guys. Mwah. We love you.